Adoption study compares siblings raised by biological versus adoptive parents, helps distinguish between genetic, nature, and environmental, nurture influences. If a trait is more common in biological relatives, likely genetic. If a trait is more common in adoptive relatives, likely environmental. USMLE Style Question 1. An adoption study shows that children adopted at birth are more likely to develop bipolar disorder if their biological parents have the condition, but not if their adoptive parents do. What does this suggest? A. The disorder is environmentally determined. B. The disorder is influenced by socioeconomic status. C. The disorder has a strong genetic component. D. Adoption studies cannot evaluate psychiatric conditions. E. The result shows poor parenting skills. Correct answer, C. The disorder has a strong genetic component. Explanation. Greater similarity with biological parents suggests that genetics plays a major role in the development of the disorder. Why not the others? A. Environmental causes would appear more in adoptive family patterns. B. Socioeconomic status is not discussed here. D. Adoption studies are used to assess psychiatric heritability. E. The finding doesn't reflect parenting quality. USMLE Style Question 2. Which of the following best describes the main advantage of adoption studies in behavioral genetics? A. They eliminate all bias from family studies. B. They directly measure treatment response. C. They isolate environmental effects from genetic ones. D. They are more ethical than twin studies. E. They require no long-term follow-up. Correct answer C. They isolate environmental effects from genetic ones. Explanation. Adoption studies allow researchers to see whether traits are more linked to biological or adoptive families, helping separate genetic and environmental influences. Why not the others? A. Bias can still exist. No study is bias-free. B. They do not focus on treatment outcomes. D. Ethics is not the distinguishing factor between adoption and twin studies. E. Some adoption studies may still require follow-up to observe outcomes.